everybody, Smitty here. So I probably look really weird compared to all my other videos because I had a beard and I no longer have a beard anymore. I kept my little bit of goatee. This is normally how I look, but I had decided to try and grow a beard like Santa and accomplished that, and needed to get rid of the beard though because it was really starting to irritate the skin. It was a little too much, and um, been having a lot of job interviews, so also wanted to look a little more professional. Um, so with that said, um, haven't posted a whole lot of videos lately because I've been sick with COVID, but now I'm getting a lot better. No fever anymore. It's been about 2 weeks, so that's a good thing. Um, and something I'm going to probably talk about a little more at the end of the video is listing on eBay, something I didn't realize was a thing. Um, and that's why we haven't actually listed a whole lot on eBay either recently, is due to this issue. But I wanted to go over some of the things that we've sold, that I've actually already talked about in videos. The first thing was the donut pop socket that we got in our mystery box of like 10 items. Actually, I think there were 12 total in there, and most of them were not great. Um, so that's the first item actually out of that mystery box that I've sold at all. Most of the stuff is not worth really anything. Um, I almost sold one of the shirt that came in it, a Tommy Hilfiger, that we've had listed since I purchased that. Um, and that's the first time, but buyer fell through and didn't pay after 4 days and never responded to any messages. So I just canceled the order per eBay's policy after the fourth day and relisted it. And then the second thing we sold was my last 2-pack of First Alert smoke alarms, 10-year battery life. These ones have built-in batteries. You just plug them in and away they go. Actually, flip the switch, I guess. I've never had the package open, so I don't know. But you flip a switch and then it starts working, and the battery is guaranteed for 10 years. They have a 10-year warranty. They're actually really nice. Um, let's go back to the pop socket. Sold that for $10 plus shipping. And that, like I said, that came in the mystery box that I paid $48 for. So I'm a quarter, 8% of the way there from my investment. Um, and the 2-pack of First Alert smoke alarms, I got those for $4 on auction. And we sold those for $19 plus shipping. And then from the auctioneer, I sold that second Western Digital 3 terabyte purple surveillance drive. The first one we sold for 38. This one I took an offer for 30 for. Since they were actually just a give me for my trouble with the sound bar, I thought I might as well take $30 profit and run. So that was plus shipping. And then we actually finally sold my second full set of golf clubs that we got at Goodwill. These were the Ram Axial left-handed juniors clubs. It was a set of 5 clubs. It had short, medium, and long iron, a driver, and a 5-wood basically. Those I bought at Goodwill for $20 for the set, and we sold them for $80 plus shipping. That was actually a really good profit for those ones. I was very happy to actually finally sell those. So I only got about 4 golf clubs left because I haven't been able to go out and do any thrifting because of having COVID for the last 2 weeks. So I haven't been able to do anything. Um, and then we sold actually one of my son's items that he wanted us to list for him. It's a switch and go dyno. Basically, these are electronic dinosaur. They're almost like transformers. They transform into a dinosaur or some kind of um, like electrical thing. Like that one that we sold turns into like a dump truck or something like that. I don't know how to explain it. But they have little screens on them, and you can push buttons, and they make noises. And the screen is actually like an LCD screen almost. That the dinosaur makes faces. It's actually pretty cool. That one was one of the bigger ones. We had it listed for $22, and took an offer for 18, which is actually pretty good. So he gets the profit for that once we get paid. Um, and then so that one was all profit, like I said. And then I sold a thermal take gravity eye to just the heat sink. I had actually bought it years ago because I needed the fan off of it. I didn't need the heat sink and screws and everything. I only needed the fan. It was the only fan of that size and thickness that exactly I needed. So I think I paid something like $12 or $15 for it years ago, and it's been sitting ever since. And so I had it listed for $8, and the buyer paid the $8 plus shipping, and so that was probably about $7 profit. No big deal, but all in all, actually, we probably lost about $7 in what it cost. So we probably broke even, um, despite it sitting here for years. And then the last thing was from the Thomas Kincaid lot of puzzles that I purchased from a lady off of Facebook Marketplace. I drove to her and got them. All in all, we got about 10 puzzles, I believe. So they averaged out. I paid $40 for them, averaged out to about $4 a puzzle, which is actually pretty darn good. And we sold that one. It was actually a Thomas Kincaid, a 10-in-1. So it had 10 different puzzles. They were only like 250, 300 pieces each. But it was missing 4 puzzles. And then one of them had been used. The other 5 were brand new in the package. It did have all of the posters that went with them. So we sold that. We got it for $4, sold it for $10. That's the lowest one that we had out of all the puzzles out of that lot that we have listed. So on that one, we didn't make a huge profit, but still a little bit of profit. And then we do have only a couple of listings that we made or did over the past week. I actually did most of them last night for this giant box of computer RAM that I have. This ended up being about 27 listings for about 50 sticks of RAM. Different computer RAM for different systems, laptops and desktops. So I posted all those. Like I said, it was about 27 listings that we did last night just for that RAM, and they vary anywhere from $6 to $50 a piece. I'll pop up. It's actually just a screenshot of probably about 8 or 10 of the listings, so you can get a little idea of that. I'll pop it on up on the screen, but they're not anything significant. It's just something that I already had the drafts set up. I just needed to add all the pictures and list them. So I wanted to go ahead and do that. And then actually this past weekend, my wife went to a yard sale, actually 2 houses over from ours, and she found some very, very cool sterling silver salad servers. They're actually they're antique. Um, they're very special looking. One of them actually is a sunflower. The other one is a rose cupped in some leaves. Um, and actually, I'm going to show them to you here in just a few minutes. I've had a couple of questions about it. They do not have any maker's marks on there or 925 stamp. Actually, it has no stamp, period. But we went online and researched and tried to figure out how to test the silver to make sure that it's authentic. And so before I get too far into it, she bought these from our neighbor for $2, $1 a piece. And after doing the tests, like I said, there are a few tests that you can do. You can smell it if it has any type of scent at all, because silver has no scent. Then it may not be authentic. For us, it didn't smell like it had any kind of odor at all. You also can do the magnet test, which also anything silver should not be attracted to a magnet, which these are not. There's also the polish test, which you just take a white cloth and wipe any of the spots that are tarnished. If black comes off of the item, it should be authentic. And then there's also the scratch test, which you try to jam your fingernail into it, and if it flakes at all, you know that it's probably either just plated or it's not real silver, which we did that test as well. And then the last test is actually to take an ice cube on it, and because silver has a much higher thermal output than most other metals. All precious metals actually have a higher thermal output. So with that said, the ice cube, if you put it on there, should melt faster than any regular utensil, other type of metal. So we did that, and it's a really cool test, because you can actually sit and watch the ice cube melt super fast on these spoons. So that was a very good indication that these are real sterling silver, and based on the weight of the utensils, the salad servers, we that's how we based our cost or our listing price for those. Since silver is $24 per ounce, we actually listed these for $200 because it is about 8.5 ounces, which is actually a little lower than the going rate for silver. And we're hoping that someone will offer us somewhere close to that. But actually here in a minute, I am going to stop the video, and then I'm going to go inside, get all set up, and I'm going to record myself doing the ice cube test on these salad servers so that you guys can see the difference in how the ice melts as opposed to a regular spoon. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, I'm back, everybody. So I've got the spoons all lined up over here. Sorry about any mess that you might see, but yeah, I thought I would show it right here in the kitchen. And I'm gonna get the ice cubes right now. And you can see, you know, all three of them sitting in the shot here. And let's put that there. And apparently I can't show that on there, but let's actually get a little bit closer so that you can see the difference. Look at how quickly that ice is melting compared to the regular spoon. It's pretty cool. Those two ice cubes right there are over halfway melted. Look, see that thing move? That's the neatest freaking trick that I've ever seen. So, and then you can see the difference. Look at how much that is not melted compared to those two. It's pretty awesome. All right, I think that concludes our science experiment for the time being. So I will see you guys in a second. Okay, I'm back in my garage again. So I hope you guys enjoyed the ice melting on the spoons or salad servers, excuse me. And feel free to comment or, you know, give me any more tests that I could do to authenticate those salad servers, because honestly, we did all of the tests aside from scraping some off and putting it in acid, which I did not want to do. We did all the tests that we could on those to authenticate the fact that they are real sterling silver. So anybody watching this, if you're curious about our salad servers or want to buy them, they are 99.9% sure that they are authentic sterling silver all the way through, despite not having a maker's mark or a 925 stamp on there. And that may be due to age, or the manufacturer didn't want to put that on there. I'm not sure why, but we checked every little nook and cranny on there, and there is no stamp. And we cannot find anything close to that online at all. We found similar things that were smaller and still pretty nice, but nothing that size. And those are 13 inches long, so they're actually rather large for the way that they were made. That's why they are 8.5, just over 8.5 ounces together. But they are solid. They are really, really nice. And honestly, my wife did a great job. Since I couldn't go over there and check everything out, she did an awesome job finding those and getting a really good price on those. If we sell them for anything we have near where we have them listed for, it's going to be a considerable profit for those ones. Hopefully soon, in the next couple weeks, after I'm done with all of my interviews and things like that, I'll be able to get out and go thrifting. I actually really want to hit our flea markets here, which I haven't been able to do yet. It just never seems to work out, and I should be getting some more auction items and things like that to be able to put on our eBay store. And that was the other thing that I wanted to talk about in this video is I had no idea that when the listings on eBay, when they time out and have to be relisted, that it actually uses up your free listings each month. So this month, my wife went through and listed a lot of our cassette tapes and CDs and DVDs that totaled up about 120, 130 listings right at the beginning of the month, from the 1st to the 6th. She did all of that, and because I was working Instacart, and then all of a sudden by the 12th, we had 0 free listings out of the 250 listings without a fee, because they charge you 30 cents per listing um, after you've used up all of your free listings. And we only purchased the starter pack, which was much cheaper to begin with than the basic. I believe that's the way it is. Yeah, it's the basic um, package from eBay for your eBay store, which actually, instead of the starter pack, which gives you 250 listings without an insertion fee, the basic package gives you 1,000. And considering the fact that we have almost 600 listings on eBay, it's basically, we've had like 100 listings not this month now that have incurred an insertion fee. So for any of you new eBayers out there, that is definitely something you want to watch out for. And the difference in price is considerable. We're paying $4.99 a month for the starter package, as opposed to $25.99 per month for the basic. That is a considerable amount of money when you're first starting out. So that's why we went with the starter package, is because it's like, oh, well, we have a bunch of stuff, but I don't think we're going to need 1,000. And you get a couple months down the road when you're actually really sourcing and trying to flip things, and you realize, oh, I have no more listings that I can do because I only have 250 for free. And when you have 100 listings, that's 30 bucks in a month. So you weigh that price. So just be mindful, if you're going to do this for a considerable amount of time and you're going to have a lot of items, make sure you pay for that basic package as opposed to the starter package. Pay attention to what your plan is, because we didn't plan to be quite so many items on eBay. This has actually become more of a full-fledged side business, as opposed to just doing it here and there. We didn't know how exciting it would be. So like I said, be mindful and pay up a little bit for the basic package as opposed to the starter package, because you will incur a lot of insertion fees if you expand your store as much as we have. Not to say anything that was bad about eBay, just actually a lack of insight on our part, but something that people should know about. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I will, of course, as always, while I'm editing, I will add my pop-ups of each item that we sold, and the RAM listing page that I did take a screenshot of. And of course the silver salad servers, I will show you our listing on those as well. And like I said, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys got some good info from me. And again, I'm still going to do those Instacart series of videos and get started soon on doing the computer teardown videos and how to store the parts and to make sure they stay safe while you're waiting to get them sold. So like I said, if you've enjoyed the video, comment, like, and if you're new, please subscribe. I'm definitely looking for more subscribers so that I can grow my channel and my viewer base. So Smitty out.